Forex trading becomes easier and easier over time. However, to get that consistent results, we need to put in consistent actions. And so, in this video, we're going to look at the process. So, step 1 is weekly cycle. And so, Monday sets the high and the low of the week. Tuesday breaks out, closes back inside of the range. So, this is what we call a failed breakout. Now, when we get a failed breakout at the high of the week, that means sell the next day. And so if we are looking at this pair, which is oil, then on the next day, we got this massive sell-off in the London session. However, price still stayed within the range of the high and the low of the week, meaning we could continue selling even on this day, on Thursday. Once you know where the week is headed, this brings us to step number 2, which is the trading day. Now, on the trading day, we follow a specific process that allows us to get consistent results. So step 1 is we have specific timing windows when we come to the screen. So let's use the example of Wednesday when we got the sell setup. Step 1 is timing window. So in the London session, I come to the screen at 3. The first thing that I draw is the high and the low of the day. Now, I'm interested right now in the high because I want to sell high. Now, once we have the high and the low set in place, we have our timing window. We wait for price to come back to the high of that day to come and trigger liquidity. Now, we can see price did come back and trigger liquidity later in the session, but in our timing window, we never got that opportunity. So, even though we did get that sell-off, we did not get that opportunity in our timing window. To the next day. So step 1, we come to the screen at 3, draw our timing window, and then draw our high of the day. And so, inside that timing window, we want price to break out or pin the high. Beautiful. So we see price broke out at 3:45 to 4. So now that gives us the green light to go to the 1 minute time frame to analyze what is happening. This is what we see. And frankly, this is not something, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. So we got no setup. So this is how exactly we stop ourselves from picking stupid trades. The New York session, we are coming at 9. Process is still the same. We identify the high of the day before the session. We know our timing window. Then we wait for a breakout, and at 9, price breaks out. Beautiful. This gives us again the green light to go to the 1 minute time frame to look for our setup. Now, we are looking for trapped volume. Now, trapped volume can form in different patterns, but for me, I only focus on the head and shoulders pattern. Now, at 9, before 9:30, so before 9:30, there was nothing for me. But then at 9:19, I saw price was bouncing off of this level. So we have this first bounce, price again comes back to this level, bounces off of it again. Alright, so now we are creating a pattern here. So in my head, I have trained my mind to see head and shoulders pattern as they form. So this would have been the left shoulder, then this whole thing is the head, and this is the right shoulder. So the moment price breaks below that pattern, that's my entry, and we are targeting the low of the day. Let's look at where price might be heading. So we have an area where price has balanced out itself. So where we have an imbalance, price comes back and taps into that. Where we have an imbalance again, price comes back and taps into that. And so it's not as explosive as, say, this scenario where price is just moving. And so in the moment, sometimes it can be hard to say no to a setup because it has already checked all the boxes. The only thing that is remaining now is that explosive pump before the pattern formed. That this trade was a loser, and I am not saying that just because there was no pump, that is why it was a loser. We always have losing trades. That's part of the game. So the point of this video is to show you that when you have a specific process that you follow, then everything that happens in the market actually a feedback that teaches you something about how you trade. If you want to learn more about this strategy, I have a one-on-one mentorship link in the description. And if you got value from today's video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.